Hello guys, welcome back to Makaut CSE where we will explore the chapter 2 biological classification, a fundamental topic in the biology. The world around us is filled with diverse living organisms from microscopic bacteria to complex mammals. Scientists classify these organisms based on their structure, function and ecological role. This system helps us to understand the evolutionary relationship, predict the behavior and study the species efficiently. We will explore the criteria for classification, cellularity, mode of the nutrition, habitat, and molecular taxonomy. By the end of this video, you will appreciate how classifications helps in research, medicine, and biotechnology. So let's begin our journey into the fascinating world of biological diversity. So now criteria for classification means morphological, biochemical, ecological. Biologists classify the organisms based on morphological, biochemical, and ecological characteristics. Morphological classification examines the physical traits like the body structure, symmetry, and organ systems. Biochemical classification studies the molecular composition such as DNA sequence and protein structures to determine the genetic relationship. Ecological classification focuses on an organism's role in its environment, such as producers, consumers, and decomposers. This criteria helps scientists to group the species accurately, track the evolution, and discover the new organisms. For example, DNA sequencing has reclassified many organisms, proving that some species once thought unrelated are actually genetically similar. So now, hierarchy of life forms. So biological classification follows a hierarchical structure, organizing the organisms into the levels, means kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. This system, known as taxonomy hierarchy, was introduced by Carl Linnaeus and refined with genetic advancement. For example, human belong to the kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, or an order primates and family Hominidid, and genus Homo and species Sapiens. So each level represents the increasing specificity, helping the scientists to classify organisms efficiently. Understanding this hierarchy is crucial in the medicine, conservation, and biotechnology, as it aids in identifying related species and their characteristics. So now, classification based on cellularity, unicellular and multicellular. Organisms are classified based on cellularity, meaning the number of cells in their body. Unicellular organisms like the bacteria and protozoa consist of a single cell that performs all the life functions. They reproduce rapidly and adapt easily to extreme environment. Multicellular organisms like the plants and animals have specialized cells that forms the tissues, organs, allowing the complex body functions. This classification is essential in the medicine and microbiology as unicellular organisms cause disease but also play beneficial roles such as aiding digestion and decomposing the organic matter. So now, ultra structure, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Another major classification is based on cell ultra structure, whether an organism has a nucleus or not. Prokaryotes like bacteria and you can say the various types of microscopic animals. Okay, so they are lack a nucleus and membrane bound organelles, making them simple yet highly adaptable. They thrive in diverse environment from hot spring to deep sea vents. Eukaryotes like the plants, animals, fungi, protists have a well defined nucleus and organelles, allowing greater specialization. This classification helps in antibiotic research as targeting prokaryotic cells without harming eukaryotic human cells is the key to effective medicine. So now energy and carbon utilization, autotrophs, heterotrophs, and lithotrophs. So organisms obtain energy and carbon in different ways. Autotrophs like the plants and the cyanobacteria produce their own food using photosynthesis or chemosynthesis. Heterotrophs like the animals and fungi depend on other organisms for food. But lithotrophs like certain bacteria derive the energy from inorganic compounds, playing a crucial role in the ecosystem. This classification is vital in the environmental science and biotechnology as autotrophs are primary producer, heterotrophs are the maintain ecological balance, and lithotrophs are used in waste management and biofuel production. So now ammonia excretion. Animals excrete nitrogenous waste in different forms based on their habitat and metabolism. So ammonotelic organisms like the fish and amphibians excrete the ammonia directly into the water as it requires large amounts of water to be diluted. Eudicotylic organisms like the birds and reptiles conserve the water by excreting the uric acid, a solid paste. Ureotelic organisms like the humans and mammals convert the ammonia into urea, which is excreted in urine form. So, understanding these mechanisms helps in medical research and water conservation, especially in the studying of kidney diseases and desert animal adaptation. So, now habitat. Organisms are classified based on their habitat, aquatic and terrestrial. Aquatic organisms live in the water and have adaptations like the gills or streamlined bodies. In the dolphins, we can see. Terrestrial organisms live on the land and develop features like the lungs for breathing air and legs for movement. Some organisms, like amphibians, live in both environments. So, studying these adaptations help scientists to design the biomimetic robots, develop efficient transportation systems, and understand the impact of climate change on ecosystem. So now molecular taxonomy, the three kingdoms of life. Advancement in genetic lead to the classification of life into three domains: bacteria, archaea, and eukarya. Bacteria are the single cell prokaryotes. Single cell prokaryotes with simple structures. Archaea, through prokaryotic, have unique genetic and biochemical properties, allowing them to survive in extreme conditions. Eukarya includes all eukaryotic organisms with complex cells. Molecular taxonomy using DNA and RNA sequencing helps in evolutionary studies, disease control, and biotechnology by identifying the genetic relationship between the species. So, model organisms. Scientists use model organisms to study the biological processes applicable to humans. You can see lots in the screen, lots of model organisms. So, these organisms provide the valuable insights into the human biology, disease treatment, and genetic engineering. Okay, so that's conclude our exploration of the biological classification. We learned about criteria for classification, hierarchy, cellular structure, nutrition, excretion, and model organism. This system helps scientists to organize, study, and apply the biological knowledge in the engineering, medicine, and technology. Understanding the classification is the key to advancement in the genetics, biotechnology, and AI. So, in our next video, we will dive into genetics, exploring how traits are inherited and manipulated. So, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Makaut CSE. Stay curious and see you in the next chapter.